Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday, April 7th, 2021, and let's get into my astrological outlook for the day. So, I have labeled this day as a status update, and this is because today universe is giving us, I think, through the Sabian symbols and the messaging, a very clear update on the current state of things and the status of our progress in transition into our new paradigm. The sun is discharging 19 degrees of Aries today, the magic carpet of Oriental imagery. That's what this degree is. And the earth is at 19 Libra. A gang of robbers in hiding. So, draw whatever conclusions that you like from this. But personally, to me, this energetic today feels like a visual update depiction of the status of things here on Earth, okay? And let me explain why I feel like this. We have a gang of robbers in hiding regarding the pending revelations of their crimes, which will be exposed as a result of all of this Mercury-Mars energy we have moving into the new moon in Aries in the context surrounding it, all of everything that's been going on. And then we have the earth, what's grounding in this reality, discharging that today. So we know that that's a theme. And I feel like, that is where a portion of things are at right now in terms of our status. I wrote, humanity has the ability, though, to rise above circumstances and transcend right now as if by magic, as we escape through the air, the magic carpet, ideas, messages, communicating truth, Gemini, Mars, the North Node, into the age of Aquarius, air. So we escape the malintent of that gang of robbers as they go deeper into hiding, and we transcend our current reality through an elevated consciousness and mental faculty, air, Gemini, Aquarius, right? Yes. And that's the magic carpet. That's the magic carpet that's being described today. So the way I see it, to me it's like, yes, there is a gang of robbers in hiding right now. And we know this. And if you're paying attention to things, it's becoming increasingly obvious. However, humanity as a whole right now has the ability to transcend everything through a more mystical, magical approach to life and reality and thinking and elevating, rising above ideas, higher consciousness, more elevated thought patterns and communications and all of those Mercury themed things. So we're on the magic carpet today and we're watching the gang of robbers in hiding underneath, because when you have that elevated of a perspective, it's kind of hard for anything to hide from you, So that is kind of how I'm feeling about this. And today is a crucial day. Today is a really big day in the liberation of the collective human soul and psyche. And that's like a big statement to drop, just like that. But today is a really big day. I talked a little bit about this yesterday, and it's because of Venus and also Eris, the Eris Point is being activated. And so let me say a little bit about that. This is honestly such a grand configuration. I can't possibly give it the explanation that it deserves and keep this video any reasonable length of time, but I'm going to do my very best to flush it out the best way that I can in a short period of time. So this energetic was activated yesterday, and I talked a little bit about it, like I said, but I want to bring it back up again today. And so today we have Venus, and this is exact. We have Venus in exact conjunction with the Eris point at 21 degrees of Aries. The Sabian symbol for this degree is a boxer entering the ring. And in a nutshell, Eris represents liberation, authenticity at any and all costs. It is the ultimate liberation and freeing from restraint is the energetic of this. And let's see, it also represents the same shadowy qualities of the black moon that I talk about all the time, and therefore also the dark side of the feminine. And so there's that aspect of Eris too. And this is a potent and powerful energy that has been actually like really terribly distorted and used throughout history and in our culture, and especially over the past few decades, to perpetuate various, nefarious agendas globally throughout the years, and by like latching on to that dark feminine and using that because it's very powerful. And it's been used over the course of a very long time. And Venus and Eris, they're like twin sisters of the zodiac. They're like two sides of the same coin. Venus, like they're both sides of the feminine. And so Venus, after everything that's been going on with Venus lately, like she's been very active in all the transits that been having. She was with Neptune for the new moon, I believe it was, and she's just been making like a lot of really beautiful transits that have been making her very strong and powerful. And now she's in Aries working, to help perpetuate the cause of Mars in Gemini with the North Node. But on that same note, Mars recently went through Aries and had a super, super long transit through Aries. Like it was like 6 months or something that Mars was in Aries. And Mars went back and forth over the Eris Point 3 times. And that was a major activation of the spiritual liberation warrior archetype as well. And so the Eris Point has been so activated lately, and it's been doing a lot to break the human consciousness and psyche free from the chains and the enslavement of the dogmas and the just ingrained belief systems that have been perpetuated on humanity for like generations and generations now. And that's why so many like people are changing and having like all of these like radical things happening and stuff, and relationships are breaking up. It's because of this dynamic that's been going on in conjunction with a lot of other dynamics that have been simultaneously going on. But so for Venus and Eris to come together today, while Mars is also at 21 Gemini, an exact aspect today, those two planets have been really working with that Eris Point energy and have been really like it's like a very important moment and energetic and activation for liberation on like so many levels. I can't explain it. Now let me see if I can find my place back in my notes. Okay. Yeah, it's a potent form of energy that's been really distorted to perpetuate like bad things for a long time. And they're Venus and Eris are like the twin sisters, or same sides of the same coin. So Venus coming into conjunction with the Eris Point, like I said, while Mars is an exact sextile. And then also another thing that's happening today is the sun is at 19 Aries, and this is happening at 21 Aries, which means that the sun is also in conjunction. And you know who else is in conjunction? Here I go back to talking about Vulcan. It's so freaking weird. But Vulcan is exactly conjuncting the sun today too. So yet again, for this Eris Point activation with Mars and Venus, we also have the sun and Vulcan at 19, a magic carpet ride in conjunction to this activation. So I wrote, this is a dynamic and eruptive fusion of both sides of the feminine principle collectively. A reintegration of divine feminine, Venus and Eris, driven by the light of the sun in an eruptive and volcanic way. Volcanistic way. This is what we truly need right now to help Mars with his tumultuous labor demonstration, 21 Gemini. That's the Sabian symbol of Mars today, a tumultuous labor demonstration. And he's slicing through the consciousness of humanity. Mars in Gemini, Mercury in Aries, to bring new ideas, clarity, and truths that dissolve the old matrix control paradigm of the Piscean age that we are leaving now and moving into the age of Aquarius. So something explosive or shocking may develop today in relation to these themes, as Uranus, shocks and surprises, is in Taurus with the black moon, and the black moon and Taurus is ruled by Venus. So Venus today is really activating the planets in Taurus, and those would be Uranus and the black moon. And that just brings up, honestly, like a whole nother even level, because Uranus puts things right. Uranus, this is a great rectifier. When Uranus is involved, it might get messy. It might get, like, you might get your hands dirty, but the ultimate outcome of that is going to be the way that it needs to be, so that everything is righted for everyone involved. So there in Taurus, Venus is conjuncting the Eris Point, and guess who's smack dab right in the middle of Venus in the Eris Point, and also the Sun in Vulcan, and Mars in Gemini. It's black moon in Taurus, 19 Taurus, literally like right there. The Sun and Vulcan are 19 Aries, Venus in the Eris Point, 21 Aries, Mars, 21 Gemini. What's in between? Aries in Gemini, it's Taurus. So there we have the black moon hanging out in Taurus right there in between. And remember, the black moon is like Eris's little sister. Like, she rules the Eris themes, you know, just maybe to slightly, doesn't bring like such a big punch, but I hate to say that about Black Moon because she really does her thing. Yeah, you don't want to mess with the Black Moon. But, yeah, so with all of that going on, like I said, Uranus is activated because this is happening with Venus. Shocks and surprises somehow might be a theme related to liberation and breaking free of something somehow, you know. Another important thing to note as part of this configuration, like I said, is the black moon is the midpoint of Venus at the Eris Point, and Mars sextile the Eris Point. So she is central to this process, and she is like all about the same themes. So you know that we're really working with the subconscious and the shadow side, and transcending and healing and leaving, forgiving, moving on, and reintegrating into wholeness within the feminine. That is like really what's happening today. And that is like so huge, and it's going to help so many people. And I really, you know, if you know anybody or see anybody that goes through something like this, let me know, because it would be really interesting to see and to know like the effect that this is having on people just generally, more so in the world. Kind of isolated where I'm at right now. I don't really see a whole bunch of people all the time, but it'd be interesting. Okay, what else did I write? So yes, we are rising, and remember 19, the degree of 19 Taurus, where the black moon is, that is a new continent is seen rising from the ocean. Black moon is like all up in this configuration, and she's activated anyways through the Eris Point and her relation to Eris. So we are rising from the depths and murky waters of our subconscious programming into an entirely new continent or world, which we are, and way of perceiving and interacting with reality. We leave all of, like I said, all of the trauma, all of the pain, all of the fear of our past selves, our past lives up until now behind, and forgive everything, let everything go, and open to the light of the sun. The sun is right there, like being like emphasized like crazy by the force of Vulcan, and love, Venus conjuncting Venus, to liberate Eris, our souls, from being enslaved to the circumstances and external power sources as we release the Piscean age and those themes that, you know, were really dominating during that time. So to emphasize this energetic even further, like everyone's involved in this. We have the moon, our trigger, our soul, our feelings, in late Aquarius today, conjuncting Jupiter, expanding things, and also expanding that right brain ability to connect and intuit and, you know, tap into like the divine like energy and that type of our consciousness more. And it's squaring the black moon. So like, the moon is squaring the black moon. The moon is trining Mars. The moon is all involved. So like if I wrote as a concise statement, if I were to like just say one thing generally, I would say We are breaking free mentally, emotionally, and subconsciously by the light of the sun and the reintegration of the feminine principles, forming a new and more balanced state of consciousness collectively. That is what I feel that this day is triggering and activating on an electromagnetic frequency level with all of us. And this is what we need to win the war for truth, Mars and Gemini, which is what is necessary to sufficiently build the future and our new world in the age of Aquarius. So that's my video for today, guys. That's what I have to say. Today is a huge activation point because of Venus at the Eris Point, the sun right there, Mars in sextile, the moon, and the black moon right in between it all. Have a beautiful day, everybody. It might be a little rocky emotionally today, but it's all good. Anything that happens is we are headed in the right direction, and it is literally just all about forgiveness at this point, letting things go, embracing our love for ourselves, and bringing forth what we can create into this world and enjoying our lives. And it's going to be wonderful. And so I'll see you guys tomorrow for my video for Thursday. I think tomorrow's Thursday. I make these videos a day in advance and I get confused with the days a lot. I'm always off a day of the week. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.